Okay. Is she gonna float to the surface, or is she gonna die on the spot? Is she gonna... Oh! She's floundering. There she goes. Now you're gonna settle on the bottom. And think about what you've done. Alright. Drop that buoy to listen to the screams of the submariners that are trapped now on that Type 33. Hey everyone, it's Ryan1940 here. Today we're taking a look at Sea Power, Naval Combat, and the Missile Age, and this is mission number 3, running the Palawan Passage for Pacific Strike Series. This is a part of the Task Force mode that we've been starting to play with Task Group 77.3. We have a new addition. If you've watched the other videos so far, you know that Kidd, or the USS Scott, it's a Kidd class destroyer, is brand new. So we supplemented our air warfare side with an additional destroyer. So we got the Kidd. A lot of you guys were suggesting I get that. I kind of was on the fence with it because I know that that's like a no-brainer to get, and I kind of wanted to do something different, but I've succumbed to the peer pressure, I guess, and I've picked one up. The alternative was I was probably going to get another Coons class because I think those are pretty cool. But we've got this guy, so we'll I don't like her being on the fringe of the formation, so we'll get her to fall in line with Preble. Now this mission is a heavy ASW mission. It's raining, so the ambient noise is going to be a little bit louder than normal. Sea state's not crazy, so that's at least good for us. The first thing we want to do is we want to get our towed arrays out. Actually, we can just go Control Shift A, Control Shift S. Alright, so all the radars are going. That's important because we want to catch submarine periscopes and masts and stuff like that if we can. We've got some submarine contacts already. But let's go ahead and put out our VDS. So, do we have a layer or is there no layer? 342, 0 feet. 342. It's kind of crazy. So there's no layer over here, but there's a layer over here. It's just right above the bottom. Okay, so here's where we put our thinking caps on. I don't anticipate, if the layer is that close to the bottom, that the submarine's going to be in that layer. And if they are, then oh well. So we're probably going to set these guys to be above the layer, so we'll do above and then don't go active. Badger's got their towed array they can put out. Same with Fife. Alright, we already got some passive contacts, so these are like lines of sound. You can imagine they're not it's not a really thin oval, but it is basically one to just show you that it's down this line. Ooh, we already have a hostile submarine. How close are they? 11 miles? That is pretty close, actually. We have no helicopters up. Should probably use the Scott. Alright, we need to probably, let's say, open the formation, I guess. Well, we're going to have to individually do this, I think. Go this way, go this way. We'll have to keep watching this and see what happens. It's either a submarine or if that's a whale. There are whales in this mission. Oh, yeah, okay. Alright, so I will put down a marker. Actually, no, now with the changes for sonar, I should actually put down the line of sound that it's on. So where I have to think it's at versus the line of sound. So I know down this bearing, there's a whale. Okay. Don't want to go that way because there's a minefield and we're going to run out of room. So we just really want to get the helicopter going. This ASRock is a little bit too short. You know, we could... How short would we be? 7.5. Oh, let's see. Actually somewhere around here, so 4.5. Yeah. I think we'll fire one. The reason I wanna do that is hopefully put this guy on the defensive. He doesn't know that that torpedo's not gonna hit him, right? He's gonna detect it. He's gonna freak out. So this will give us the opportunity to. It's always so freaking sick. Love the ASRock. That's badass. Yeah, he's just going to see the torpedo enter, and then hopefully we put him on the back foot, and he's got to run away from us and be very defensive instead of us trying to react to him like we're doing right now. We're reacting to what his presence. Oh, this is going to hit the bottom if it's too shallow. No, thank God, it's not. Oh yeah, eventually it will. Yeah, it's just going to run to the bottom. And he's not reacting. Okay. That's too bad. We're a little too far. But we do know what it is, and now we got the helicopter up, so easy rider. Let's close this. Get your ass in gear, buddy. Also, let's bring you down to like 100 feet, I think is good. That's so cool. This weather is so awesome. We love ASW missions, yeah. Alright, this is a Type 33, so this is like a diesel boat. And if we look, they've probably got the... That is very short range anti-surface. Yeah, so... As long as we stay out of, what was it, like 4 point something nautical miles? 4.9, yeah, it was the longest range one, so. As long as we do that, actually, let me double check this one. Yeah, 4.9. As long as we stay out of that range, we are good. So we can actually try to kill him with a VLA, but we won't give him the margin. I would be amazed if this thing actually gets him. Yeah, this guy's gonna find him first. Oh, yeah, that torpedo blew up eventually. Okay, so we're gonna just basically drop above the layer. Yep. And then we'll do a... We're going to LARP first, so we're going to make sure that we have the correct contact. Alright, and then we'll see if who has got sonobuoy here has the contact. They're going to the surface. Or they're going to periscope depth. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, wow. He's actually using his periscope. Okay. Let's try this out. We'll see if this is... we've got our radars going, so we'll see if our... this guy doesn't have his radar going. We'll see if we get radar contact on this thing. Oh, he went for a quick peek and that was it. That's pretty neat. Yeah, always use your radar. Alright, depth under keel. What is the depth under keel for this guy? We don't know. That's too bad. Would we know if we picked the ship and then selected this guy? Okay. Alright, well anyways, we'll try it. We'll search depth shallow, and then we'll go launch speed fast. And then let's go ahead and kill him. Should be very easy, I hope. Alright, we are approaching. There we go. Alright, she didn't hit the bottom. That's good. Oh. Where? Who reported that and why? Why was there... Torpedo inbound, Knox frigate. Did they just not classify this thing for a second and freaked out? I don't know. I love setting these torpedoes now to 50 knots, shallow search depth. Things are a monster. Like, you can't get away from this thing. Unless you're this guy. What the hell happened? He just skirted over him. What the hell? I want my money back. Oh, he's coming around. Good job. Good job, buddy. Shit, now they freak out. They're like, oh shit, we're being shot at. Okay, I think we're gonna have to quickly deal with this. So launch speed 45 and then shallow. Yep. No, you stay there, buddy. Alright, we got the sub. Good looking track. Okay. Is she gonna float to the surface or is she gonna die on the spot? Is she gonna... Oh! She's floundering. There she goes. Now you're gonna settle on the bottom. And think about what you've done. Alright. Drop that buoy to listen to the screams of the submariners that are trapped now on that Type 33. Okay, so we want to now come back on track. So we've got to reach this area, so we'll plot our course. Do that briefing one more time. Alright, there's a silkworm site on this island, so we need to watch out for that. There's a sub in the strait. There's a sub off over here somewhere. Okay. So, there apparently is a silkworm site over here. Oh, hello. Cool. Oh, that's pretty sick. That's pretty slick. Like that. Okay, we can get rid of this. We don't need that. We'll retrieve that helicopter and yeah, we need to get Get everybody back in their formation. Okay, good. Yeah, we will pick this up when, well, let's see what we can classify here. Everybody is refusing to comply. What the hell? Okay, anyways, we will, we'll pick this up when stuff happens. I think we're going to have to transit pretty slowly and be careful because it is not great out there, and some of these submarines can be very, very quiet. Alright, well, it's been some time. We've been just crawling along here, but we got an acoustic contact at like 40 nautical miles from us. So, we are going to launch a helicopter again from the Kid. Got one that I've loaded out with depth bombs because this is pretty shallow, so we will want the opportunity to go and or have an aircraft with depth bombs just ready in case we find a contact that is in shallow water. So you can see here we got this contact pretty well narrowed down here. It is going to be along this line, 3 nautical miles. So if we put a buoy right smack dab in the middle of that, then it's likely that we're going to pick up the contact. If that is a submarine, we will then kill it with this helicopter from the Rough Rider Squadron. Alright, there we go. What squadron is this actually? I said Rough Riders, but yeah, I was thinking Easy Rider probably. Oh, I don't think it says on this. Anyways. Oh, you know, I can tell if I just okay, it looks like that stuff got expanded, so we'll search here first. It's pretty narrow. And then we'll put another line down over here showing the new oval. And he is over here, so maybe he's going up this way. You know what we can do is a little bit more of the Team A there. So let's get ourselves going kind of this direction, see if we can pick him up. We'll come back down and go through the strait. But I think our helicopter, if that submarine's there, we're gonna pick it up. It's pretty far away. It looks like it's kind of moving northbound. Yep, there we go. So we're over here now. What depth? Oh, this is pretty deep. What's the layer around here? I think we'll look below the layer. That's pretty deep, 540 feet. It'd be pretty surprising if the layer depth was that deep. Okay, let's see what we get. Oh, hello. There it is. This guy's going 20 damn knots. Alright, he wants to fire something at us. It's at 540 once again. I could have swore you would get the layer information by doing this, but I wonder if it's just for your own contacts now, or your own stuff. So in reality, these guys would know the bathymetry, or they would have a bathythermograph that they can look at when they're operating. There are special buoys that can just do that. Alright, let's get ahead of this guy because he is hauling butt. I'm very curious to find out what this guy is. He's going very fast, so I'm kind of guessing he's a nuclear submarine. If you were doing that as a diesel boat, it's kind of risky because you'll burn your power down pretty quickly from the batteries, and you're going to have to come up to snorkel. It's going to make you very loud, and you risk being detected by radar and all, being killed that way. Where's he at? He's going deep. He's going at 5 knots, so. Okay, what type of submarine is that? A Charlie, okay. Alright, we'll circle around and we will kill this guy. Where's the layer at? Is that the layer 387? Okay, so let's, I think what we'll have to do then is, say we want to do search depth below the layer, and then we want to do launch speed as fast. Okay, and now we're set. Circle back around and then attempt to kill him as well. Yeah, that wasn't the best shot coming at him at that. He kind of turned into us, and I didn't think it was going to do that. So now we get to deal with the noisemakers. We'll see how it goes. No, Easy Rider, stay on station, please. Alright, now it's probably prudent that we send another helicopter out this way. Ooh. Charlie is gonna get hit? Is that right? There it is. Good hit. Good hit. We got another torpedo out? Oh, that one's way out to lunch. They are dead in the water, but they are rising. Oh, come on, man. You didn't see that? Come on. Get the submarine. It's right in front of you right now. There we go. There you go. Good job. Charlie is just trying to make it to abandoned ship, but I think our torpedo friend is going to make that not be a reality for them. Oh man, at the last minute they get clobbered to shit. Oh, are they gonna make it? Oh no! Oh man. That's too bad. Well, too bad. Yeah, no life raft, so I think we can go ahead and, yeah, we could confirm the kill there. We got the oil slick. Crew is reporting back to Kidd that they assess that submarine to be sunk. Alright, we got a diesel boat killed and a nuclear boat killed, so things are looking pretty good. We're going to continue on with our transit. At some point, we're going to have to figure out how to deal with this silkworm site. I kind of want to like storm it with one of my Nox class and just gun them, get in the min range, and then gun them with the 5-inch. But that is kind of dangerous. Yeah, we'll have to see if we get these guys too close. It's kind of dangerous. There could be SAM sites, so yeah, we'll give it a think as we cruise on down. All right, we have been fired at, and this will be the first action for Preble and hopefully Scott. First action for Scott, actually, for them to get into combat. Preble is firing first, so we'll see how that goes. Looks like the silkworm sites are attacking us already. I've got mapped here. This is the min range, so 8 nautical miles, and this is the max range. So the thought that I had kicking around in my head was if we can get like a Nox class to just flank, get into min range, and then they could just screw this site up just unopposed. I don't know how many sites there are. I don't remember from when I played last, and I don't remember. Actually, maybe it'll tell us. Silkworm site. No, it doesn't say like how fast it can reload or how many reloads it has. So we are not sure. Oh, this one's getting pretty close. Come on, buddy, get that missile. Oh. Damn, this thing is it gonna get intercepted? It's getting closer. Holy cow. This big dumb missile going pretty slow in comparison to some of the other really deadly missiles. There we go. Thank you guys. Holy cow, that was a lot of missiles wasted for that one. Alright. Yeah, I mean, if I was to try and get like a Nox under the min range, we'd have to be under like the cover of air defense. I was also thinking about maybe I can like turn his radars off, just have like comm nav, and then slowly transit into the min range as if he was a civilian boat, but I don't really want to chance it. And if I lost a towed array ship on this mission, it would be pretty painful. Holy cow. Okay, we've got, let's pause it here. Got pretty good detection on wake homing torpedoes, so it's likely there is a submarine right here. Somewhere around here. Let's draw out the line of sound. Okay. .50 knots. 65, 76, so we gotta check the range at 50 knots. 65, 76, where are you at? So 50 knots, they can go 30 nautical miles. Okay. That is flippin' fast. I think the way that this is turning, that we caught the launch like right here. But anyways, I want to draw a line out. Basically 30 nautical miles, so. Oh, you know what? I should actually, this is a better idea if I draw a circle from it. Alright. Yeah, so we don't actually know the exact spot, but we got a rough idea. So the edge is not exactly the safe spot to be, but it's roughly the safe spot. Okay, assuming that we have the good track on them, we'll have to swing this way and leave the area, so we don't cross the. Well, you could cross it. It's just your wake, I think, is present for like 15 minutes or something. So, we'll want to just go flank and get the heck out of here. But it's good. We now have an idea of where that's at. Okay. Alright, Fife, you gotta like, holy shit, what are they doing? I'm gonna have to like manually take control of them. They're gonna have to turn around really quickly. Okay, now I can turn that off and have them go back to turn to formation. Good. Okay, you can see here that this is pretty much tracking along this line, so as long as these torpedoes don't sniff out the edge of like Fife's wake that was momentarily present, we should be okay. And now we don't know where that submarine's at, but we got a rough idea that they're somewhere around here. So we should... Oh, and we got some missiles coming inbound. That's alright. Let's get this radar going. Oh, that's pretty cool. Like a couple of them. Smashed. Oh, that one is not tracking. Okay, those missiles are taken care of. We'll do, shoot, I don't know. I guess it's pretty shallow here, so let's just say above the layer. We'll look at the forward edge of where we saw the torpedo, and then we'll look also on the back side. Oh, I meant to do this. There we go. Ooh, perfect. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. Nah, that was luck. I'm sorry. Don't let me get a fool of myself. Right, we have that contact pretty much exactly. So, oh, we got some vampires as well. Let's take a look. Yup, as expected, the silkworm site is doing silkworm things. Okay, let's see. They're at 100 feet. Damn, I wish I knew the fucking depth of this water right here. Okay, so anyways, we'll shallow, we'll go fast, and then we want to search shallow. And then I will fire one at this dude. Hopefully it's a quick kill. See what it is. We don't even know what it is right now. It is just noise. It's red noise. We don't like red noise. Oh, man. Those like missiles are just flying over the Easy Rider. Alright, target is too close. Okay, come this way. Alright. Turn around. There we go. Good water entry, and the submarine is now freaking out. We'll want to get in front of it and just put some buoys down to keep track. This guy's going fast. Alright, hopefully these guys handle the missile stuff. That is very scary that it's detecting this angular change. Was that a Victor? Ooh, break his frickin' back. Come on. Oh, what are you doing? Come on, get him! Yes. I don't know what to think of this torpedo. It is like kind of on its own, and we don't really know where it's at. These guys are a real concern, but we've got them following that track pretty well. Yeah, this I just don't know about. Do we have a yeah, don't know. But I do know. Oh, he fired some more. Okay. So we'll attach it kind of right behind him. In fact, let's move this out. There we go. I'm assuming that's fast. So yeah, 30 nautical miles. Again, we'll pull out 30 nautical miles. Alright, that's like roughly the track and then roughly the range. There we go. So you can see here, we're kind of being boxed in here, but at least with the wake-combing torpedoes, we should be alright if we maneuver the formation to like not cross that line. Continue to drive out to safety. And while they do that, we can fire one more at the Victor, who was severely damaged. Alright, if they surface, then, okay, good. It is frickin' harpoon time. Oh, that's pretty neat. I don't think I've ever noticed like a bow wake on these subs on the surface before, so I don't know if that's new or if just I've never really observed them doing that. Because usually when they're underway on the surface, they're like dead and not moving. Yeah, these graphics look freaking cool. Alright, this is safely going along that route. As long as we stay out of these lines and don't cross them, if we get out to here, we're safe. So that's the goal. Right, Easy Rider is going to spot for damage. Oh, we can use our binos for this. Whoa, 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 what are you doing? What's going on? Drifting with the wind so we can't see it anymore. Alright. Guess turn this way. There we go. I want to see this. We're not going to be able to, damn it. Well, at least with the submarines, they don't have chaff. You're always guaranteed to kill it. Well, I suppose while we're here, we can go ahead and pick up some of the crews. Wait for that boat to sink all the way. Alright, fire's out. Good. But we can only take like 2 people on board, so it better be someone important. Yeah. Cool. I'm pretty sure we got survivors now. Yep, so let's RTB. Alright, so you can see here that when we mark this out, we understand what the torpedo is doing and we don't have to worry because we know the slice that we got to drive in. Kind of makes you relax a little bit. Man, that worked out so good finding that Victor. Well, these torpedoes are nuts, man. Can you imagine 50 knots for 30 nautical miles? Holy cow. Alright. These guys actually, they should be able to go just to slow. Yeah, you can see they clearly picked it up with their tails once they slowed down. We'll watch them recover, and then I think we're safe to come turn back in. You know, as long as we don't cross the lines, we're good. How cool is this? So I'm playing this game in like the normal mode because I didn't like the idea of having to like buy the helicopters for the vessels, because in real life, you know, normally, I mean, if you're deployed, you have a helicopter debt assigned to you if you have a hangar for it. You know, if you're just doing stuff off the coast and you have a hangar, like you're doing training or whatever, then normally you don't have a helo debt on board, unless you're doing like workups together to go on deployment. But for the most part, you know, when I was on the frigate, we just doing stuff off the coast for exercises and training. We rarely had helicopters with us. So that's why, you know, I picture these guys were on a deployed status. They would just be given a helo debt, so I liked to not have to pay for it. All right. It's pretty funny. His like helicopter noise is really loud while he spins down. Okay. I think we will pick this up when I'm going to have to basically reset the air stuff, I think, for... Who was it? No, they're good. It's the Fife that we need to check out. And once they clear that... I think they'll have to do it for like 30 minutes. Yeah. Then we'll reset them to an ASW loadout. But yeah, in the meantime, we will... probably once these torpedoes disappear and detonate, then we'll turn this way and come back in. I'm not sure the status of these guys just yet. Well, actually, we can turn this way. Let's just play it safe and run out that way a little bit and then come back in. Okay, so those torpedoes have detonated. We're gonna slowly come back in again and see what happens. We'll pick this up when we get another contact. Alright, we've got new submarine contact. Don't know what it is. Might be a whale, it might be a submarine. But I've got, this is pretty messy here. We can go ahead and delete some of these things here so I can explain stuff. Okay. I've got, oops. I've got our plan to come down this way. If we're close enough to the silkworm site and they're not really messing with us, we'll go and gun line it, kill them. But we're coming down this way not to do that, but more to look into the strait here, because you can imagine, like on our Totere ships, like the Nox and stuff, they've got this Totere coming out of them. So if we're pointed, if we are like driving into the strait and we're trying to see what's ahead of us, and we're only doing that passively, and we're relying on our Toteres, that's not a good tactic, right? Because the Totere is behind the ship. So we want to really just flank it first so our Toteres can look this direction and pick up contacts. And so that's why I've got this kind of sawtooth pattern. So I want to come down here, look into the strait with my tails, see if I could see anything. If not, then come back up, start inching away a little bit further in, see if these guys can look further this way and see if they can pick anything up, and so on and so forth. So hopefully that should net us a contact. It looks like this one is pretty big in terms of how far away it can be. So we'll see what happens. We'll let the TMA develop and then get a helicopter over it. Oh, that is a whale. All right, never mind. Yeah, so we'll continue this on. There we go. We got the whale sighted down there. He's all over the place, though. Yeah, we'll pick this up. Either we get shot at more by the silkworm site or not, and then we can just figure out, see if the Toteres actually can see any submarine. There's supposed to be a submarine in the strait. That's what the mission briefing was showing. I don't know if that was the Victor, which we already sunk, or like he was in the strait and he came out, or what. So we'll pick this up. It's getting dark, and we'll see if we find non-whale contacts. That's what we're really after here. All right, well, we are pretty much getting into the silkworm mid-range, so I was going to start another leg coming up this way to traverse into the strait, but it looks like we found another pop-up contact here that just showed up. The whale has been kind of going around in circles. I've been periodically marking him. This guy, though, is 16 miles away, so we will want to send... let's get this guy ready. And we'll use... I guess we can use the Nox. Yeah, we'll use the Nox for this. It'll be cool one day when if or when these things can, they'll be filled with like red lights, because that glow is just so cool. Usually you got the helicopter, at nighttime the whole ship, the internal will be red lights. The mess decks might have their white lights on, but all the other community spaces will be like red lights, and if you're working in an office and the white lights are on, but the P-ways and stuff will be all red. The hangar will be red, and they'll close it for flight ops. But when they open it up and they're working on the bird or something, it's really neat. That would be kind of a neat feature, is like, I don't know. Sometimes you'll see them, usually the hangar doors are like fully open while they're like working on this kind of stuff, because it's just easy to go back and forth to the flight deck and to the hangar. And also it's often a lot cooler, because it's not really like a air conditioned space, because there's no need for that. You spend the air conditioning points, you can think of it as like that, for like combat system stuff, to keep the weapon systems cool, not to keep people comfortable. Yeah, I think, alright, that's a whale. I was going to say, it's like, well, you know what we can do? Is, we won't waste this sortie. We'll send him out to basically plop a line of buoys going up this way, and we'll just wait. In fact, while he's flying out, he can you can get real low, and you can fly along the silkworm site and figure out where the hell everything's at. We can use them for spotting, then we can make the drive-by with our flotilla and just wipe them up. I don't know if they're going to see anything though, because it is nighttime, and no, what we can do is we'll go perpendicular here, and oh shit, yeah, I was gonna say we have binoculars now, we can use them. Alright, nothing out there. We definitely see that. A couple launchers here, so 1, 2. Oh, like a tower and like a radar site, like a watchtower. Okay. Well shit, let's just get closer. And if they have like AA guns on the shore, we're screwed. Just gonna get blasted. What is that? Is that like a rock? Or a bunker or something? I don't know what that is. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, there we go. We got him. I'll just fly along the beach here. This is nuts. These guys would be shooting at us with their AKs. Oh, I went over something. I don't know what that is over there, like a tanker or something. Alright, we got the radar site. What is that? Is that a rock? No, that's a missile launcher. Okay. Alright, well, bad news for these sites because we know where they're at. And we're going to take care of them. Alright, now Easy Rider can go ahead and go back to your original tasking. Just to drop sonobuoys across the channel. Let's do above the layer, and then let's go ahead and plop one there. I think that should be good. Let's go. Oops. No, I did not want to do that. Okay. New contact. Alright, the plan is we're going to spit out the buoys first so we can kind of hear if we're going to get shot at. Otherwise, I'd have one of these guys just go full bore and come down here full speed and just blow them up, but we have to be careful because we're in like we're limited now by the terrain, which is not usually what happens when you're with ships, but when you're going through a strait, you are stuck with working with the geography. Cool. Good. Now we can just come out and hang out over here. Go whale watching or something. You can go ahead and use your 5-inch on that. Oh, awesome. Okay, go ahead and do that. Let's observe the gunfire. That's so cool. Let me switch that. Yeah, that's the contact I think we're shooting at right there. Boom. It is still alive. Are we reloading? Yeah, okay. Dude, this view is so damn cool. You get to watch your, like, gunfire support missions. It's freaking cool. Yep, there's the launcher. Opening fire now. That's good. Smoke these fools. Woo. Ooh, that nice hit, nice hit. Alright. They are dead, and now go after the radar site. Pretty far off. We gotta hit these things over here. His shots are all over the place. What are we doing, man? We reloading now? Yeah. Oh, okay, we got all the targets. That's good. Sweet. Alright, well, we'll pick this up when we detect contacts or something. These guys are going to... Well, they could start their turn now, actually, and head up that way. So they're just going to zigzag their way through the strait. And probably... Actually, maybe go this way. Maybe we go that way. Yeah. In fact, if we're going to do that, we can just go around this way. Yeah, these guys can come this way and then head down. Yeah, so we'll be able to see everybody that's kind of in here if they're in here. Yeah, we'll figure it out. I think we're doing pretty good so far. Alright, well, I just dropped this buoy because I was about to put another line of buoys here before RTBing this helicopter, and initially the plan was to use these kind of islands as a way to help be like a fence, and this would be the gate where we expect contacts to go through, and up here too. So we're going to put buoys down here and put buoys along here. And yeah, the first one we dropped, we got a noise contact here. It's not, hopefully not a whale. We'll find out. Let's see what his depth is at, 154. So yeah, we're just dropping things above the layer, and we'll get it really close to him. Ooh, hostile submarine. That is a kilo. That is a very quiet submarine. Alright, this worked out so good. Okay. We've got him pretty much dead to rights now. Yeah, it looks like he's in shallow water, so he's not going to be able to really maneuver vertically to try and get away from us. So he's being listened to. Got a very accurate position on him. And we're going to go ahead and set this up here. So we want fast, and then we want to set the launch search depth to shallow, and then we're going to go fire a torpedo at him. If we get a hit, I should also lower this guy's altitude. if we get a hit, the Kilo is going to be pretty critically damaged, if not sunk immediately. If the torpedo is having a hard time when it enters the water and hits the bottom, then we'll lean in on our we have a ready depth charge helicopter that we can utilize. Okay, it looks like it cleared, and it's like going right towards that thing. He's detected it. He's got his noisemakers out. We'll see how they do. It's leading him, that's a good thing. Oh, are we gonna turn around, turn around, turn around? Nope. Ooh, it's like really skirting the bottom. Alright. Let's drop a die cast in this spot. Okay. Another chance at hitting him. Oh man, just going through the noisemakers, holy cow. Get him! Alright. Yeah, shallow water is tough for surface ships to deal with submarines, but it's also tough for the submarine because you can't really go anywhere. You know, if you play as submarines in the game, you know, try and fire across layers or maneuver across layers or go really deep and stuff to get away, but I mean, you just don't have that chance now if you're in shallow water. In the game with a new sonar update, the active sonar ranges kind of are affected by the shallow water, so you shouldn't expect them to perform as well as they do when they're in the open ocean. This guy is still cruising though. Alright, we know his position pretty... Oh, he surfaced, alright. Well, it might be time for another... Actually, this is like a great photo op. Let's fly by this fool. Go like 100 feet. There we go. Alright, well, that was fun. It is now time to finish the job with a harpoon. I think Knox will do the honors. Let's make sure that bearing is clear. We got a whale out there. I think we'll be alright. Fire a single shot. Off she goes. Pretty much just watch the show from the helicopter. I'll come this way. Just casually crossing the missile's path. It's alright. It's alright. Should expect it to blow up soon. There it comes. Whoa. Off to the bottom with ya. Oh, they did get some life rafts out. Okay, well, we are going to be able to pick up 2 people, I guess. Okay, they have survivors, yep, so RTB. Alright, I don't know how many submarines there are. Well, actually, you know, we can clean this up some more. We can get rid of that and that. Get rid of all these. So we killed a 33, a Charlie, a Victor, and now we've got a Kilo that's dead. That's pretty good. I didn't realize that we were going to be so successful that quickly. Yeah, I was hoping to just catch somebody crossing around these islands as we transited up through them, but that worked out really well. So we will press on with our transit. Alright, we were just doing our continued transit, and look, we've got another contact up here. We're going to launch helicopter from Badger now, and we'll take a look and see what's going on up there. 23 nautical miles away. They are cruising at 3 knots, nice and slow, really shallow at 32 feet. I wonder if they're using anything like surface or periscope, I should say, periscopes and masts or surface search radar, ESM masts. Well, I guess if they were using radar, we'd pick them up. Well, we can figure this out real quickly. Let's go active on our radar. If he's doing stuff with his periscope or some other larger mast, we might detect a radar, so we'd see that turn to R. You can kind of see the benefit here of coming at things with a zigzag. You can kind of look off. You just got to remember your tail is not able to see in front of you like the bow-mounted sonar. Yeah, this is a lot of submarines in this mission. Holy cow. Alright, we've got that pretty much identified. So I'm just going to drop an active buoy to get the exact spot that this guy is in. And then from there we will drop a torpedo on him. So let's get that ready. We'll do search depth shallow. We'll do launch speed fast. This guy's cruising out in the rain. Let's zoom out, make sure we got no surprises. I'm going to want him to fly off this way. Another contact over there too. It might be a whale, unless there's two subs really close to each other. That would be abnormal. Ooh, he was close to the surface. Now he's going deep. You know what? When we're near it, let's just drop a sonobuoy over it. Another enemy submarine. Holy cow. Jeez. Okay, well, hopefully we can get 2 kills with this submarine. I mean helicopter. Okay, good. And then go ahead and launch the weapon at this guy. Ooh, barely over the surface there. We might have to send another helicopter out if these guys miss. That's amazing that they're so close to each other. It's a good thing I checked on this guy. I just was gonna blow it off as a whale. Like, holy cow. Oh, we're rolling up on the sub. Yes! Is that submarine number 4? Now you stay put. See if we get submarine number 6. This will be 3 Type 33s, and then we got 1 Victor, 1 Charlie, I think, and a Kilo. Oh, he's going for the noisemaker. Alright, get him, get him, get him, get him. Dive, dive, dive. Go lower, you can do it. You can do it, come on. Circle back, circle back, circle back. Oh, no, okay. That was a loss. We are going to launch another helicopter, this time from the Fife. Get him out on station. That's pretty cool. Now you can actually see the weapon range decreasing. So you know at this point, right, it's impossible for this torpedo to find or to run at that contact. So that's okay. We know where this contact's at. And he's pretty much stuck now. He's not going to get away from us. Alright, let's make sure our formation is safe. Yep. Easy Rider 2, you can head out this way, please. Your weapons are needed. Task Group 77.3 is still alive and doing well. What a long transit. Let's get out here. Oh, you know what? You can get your radar on also. Okay, we know exactly where he's at. We know what he is. Fast. And then search speed shallow. Search depth shallow. See how this guy does. Ooh. He's not reacting yet. That's good. That is good. Oh, he's just chilling. Ooh. Brutal. Are they gonna make it to the surface? Most of them flounder before they can make it back up. Yep. Oh. Slowing down? I think so. I think so. They're doomed. They are doomed. Nope. Didn't quite make it. No life rafts. It's just going to be lost all hands. Yeah. Well, that's too bad for them. Okay, we got some buoys we can use now before we send these helicopters back. So I think we will, let's take a look at our plan to drive around. All right. Let's make sure everything's shallow. Yep. So it looks like if we just go kind of along here, should be good. And Easy Rider will just, I guess we can finish with our initial plan when we got the Kilo was to just check this area. But I'm pretty confident that, look at the map here. I'm pretty confident that this is cleared of submarines. Our ships would have detected it already. I'm just not sure if there's more kind of scattered amongst this area. But we'll watch them spit these out, and then when they're done, I'll speed up the mission. Because it might just be nothing left. You know, we got quite a few submarines already. Yeah, if these buoys don't pick up anything, I'm pretty confident there's not going to be a submarine. Oh shit! All right, that might be a whale. I mean, that'd be pretty funny if there's a enemy submarine within the escape area. Let's see if we classify this thing. We got one more, so basically drop it on that guy. Is that a whale? That is a whale, okay. Alright, that's RTB. We'll keep this guy up over here to just watch these sonobuoys, but we'll pick the video up when we're hopefully in the escape area. All right, we basically we went flank on the last leg of that because I was pretty sure after doing some maneuvers that there was nothing in front of us. So we've got mission completed here. No rearm is available at Sandakan due to the hasty nature of this operation. All right, let's exit the mission. What did we sink? We got Charlie, a Victor, 3 of the Type 33s, and a Kilo class. A couple Silkworm sites. That was pretty sweet. Gunning them down with the frigate. 4 survivors rescue jail. We weren't doing a lot of rescuing here. Just wasn't worth it in my opinion. Actually, let me do this. There we go, and exit. That's a cool shot. I like seeing that one. Alright, we have 13 points, is that right? Oh yeah, Scott is just a regular noob right now. No medals or anything. Philippines is invaded, holy cow. Oh, this is pretty neat. It's pretty wild as there's all this detail in the stories and stuff. This talks about the Carl Vinson being sabotaged, which was talked about earlier. That's pretty neat. Okay, so we've got no task force builder in between the missions here. The next one, what do we got? Looks like Soviet forces have put a large assault shore, yep, on Palawan Island. Heavy amphibious lift and strike aircraft from Kamran. Okay, we should be... There's coastal anti-ship missile fire that's been reported against U.S. ships. Friendly regional status. Available Allied forces in the immediate area are insufficient. Okay. Heavy air attacks. Enemy control of Palawan greatly complicates the U.S. operations in Southeast Asia and places U.S. units entering the South China Sea at risk of being cut off if Indonesia moves from paralysis to Soviet support. Southern exits could close rapidly, trapping significant forces away from logistical support and in range of Soviet bombers. Alright. Well... Holding... Oh, I think these are little optional missions here. Okay. Well, yeah, we might go out. What are... High risk, high reward. No other units will deploy. Completing this mission will unlock more advanced ordnance for the remainder of the campaign. Ooh, I like the sound of that. What do we got to do here? Ooh, they got to hold the straight long enough. That might be a mission for Kid, or sorry, the Scott. And then what is this one here? Allied intelligence has located a Dawn-class submarine tender in the Spratly Islands. Infiltrate into the Spratlys, destroy the vessel, and escape into Palawan Passage. Okay. Well, that sounds cool too. I wonder if we can do both of these or we can only do one. So if we win this mission, then completing this mission will reduce enemy forces available in future missions. So that does sound pretty good. And then the Sunda Strait mission, which is just a straight mission 4. We've got Singapore and Indonesia have been heavily suppressed by enemy air and naval attacks, and U.S. forces in the area have been ordered to retreat and reconsolidate. Run the Sunda Strait with your task force to reach open ocean to live to fight another day. So this is kind of like, get the hell out of there. 20 points is the reward, and a 20-point cap increase. Okay. Alright, well, we got a lot of great options. I honestly, at this point, I don't know what mission I'm going to do next. Both of those side ones sound really cool. And obviously mission 4 to progress the campaign is definitely what we need to also do. We don't get points for these other ones, do we? Oh, we do. Okay, 15 points for that one. And then 5 points for this one. Oh, 5 points. Why is that so low compared to this one? This must be a crazy mission. Ah, shoot. Okay, yeah, we'll give it a think. Anyways, that was running the Palawan Passage. Heavy ASW mission. Pretty sweet doing that. Killed a bunch of subs. Got to do some towed array ops with a new sonar, which was really cool. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below and get to them as soon as possible. See you next one. Bye.